Welcome back. With 4th of July weekend right around the corner, many people will be preparing the appropriate holiday celebrations. This means cooking out on the grill, fireworks, boating, and swimming under the sun.
But even with celebrations and events, it's always good to practice safety. Here to help share how you can save some fun this 4th of July is Dr. Brian Curtis. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning.
It's great to have you here again.
Well, appreciate you having me.
I know you'll be dropping some gems for us today, so let's get right into it. What are some things people should know ahead of getting fireworks ordinances? Who should be able to handle them?
Yeah, so really it's going to be important to know what your local ordinances are, and so that will vary by city, and if you're in the county, what will be out there. So really do your work. A lot of them put it on social media. And the big piece is really having adults handle the fireworks and be cautious with children around them. Eye protection is always important. A lot of people think sparklers are very safe, and I see a lot of little kids running around with them, and they're actually extremely hot, and they can cause very serious injuries, burns, and then actually eye issues, especially with kids. So be very, very careful with sparklers, and if you are having a child with them, make sure they're properly supervised. And then if your firework doesn't go off, leave it alone. Don't go try relighting it, and then if you are lighting them, have something nearby, either a fire extinguisher or water or something to put out a fire if it does start.
Well, right, all good tips, but if you're actually going to light the firework, how can we do so safely without things going awry?
Yeah, so really it would be to keep distance, light one at a time, and then wear eye protection. That's going to be the biggest one. Try not to handle them in your hands and then light them and throw them. That tends to be a favorite opportunity to get a visit to the ED. And so really those are going to be the big ones for you.
And when it comes to swimming, what is there to keep in mind, such as a buddy system or avoiding alcohol? What tips can you give us there?
Sure. So always caution with alcohol whenever you're in the water, and then a lot of the water safety. And so pools are very dangerous for kids, and so little children tend to drown more in pools. And what people don't realize is ponds and lakes are where adults and teenagers tend to drown. And so really if you're at a pond or a lake, you need to have a buddy system. And if you don't swim well, you need to have a life jacket on, a Coast Guard approved one. If you're at a pool area with a lot of children, there needs to be one person that is designated to watch the kids. And so that is their only job. And so don't assume somebody else is watching your child unless somebody's designated to do that. Because it doesn't take long, especially in a crowded pool, for a child to slip under the water and not to be noticed. Avoidance of alcohol we've already talked about, and that just leads to distractions. And then if you're boating on a lake or a pond, especially with all the rain we're having, there's a lot of debris under the water. And so it's always good to have a spotter in the boat as the boat driver is driving to look out for people in the water and debris in the water. And then if you're driving the boat, please don't drink. It's no differently than an automobile, and so you need to be safe on that. And then everybody in the boat needs to have a Coast Guard approved life jacket, either on, and especially if you have a child, they definitely need to have it on.
Well, right, and let's switch gears and talk about grilling, right? Because we all love to eat. So for people who want to grill, what are some safety ground rules to set? Yeah,
it seems kind of simple not to say this, but grilling inside or in tents is not recommended. But it sounds obvious, but people still do it because it will rain, so they'll move their grill inside, they'll move it inside their tent. And so grills emit a lot of carbon monoxide, and so quickly can overcome somebody, not realize it, and then if it's a tent, it's a huge fire risk. Obviously, supervising children, small animals around a grill. Don't leave a grill unattended, especially if you have small children and kids. And then try to keep it away from the house. I mean, everybody's had a friend that has caught fire to their house at some time because they had the grill too close to their home. And the other piece is basic food safety. And so if you have food that is perishable, don't leave it out in the sun, don't leave it out in the heat, it will go bad, and then people will get food poisoning from it or get sick. And really just be cautious, put it in ice, or just move it inside.
Don't burn those burgers.
Yes.
So yes, all great tips there. Well, Dr. Curtis, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Happy 4th.
Yes, enjoy the weekend. And of course, we will share this interview on our website, ciproud.com.